Hello everyone, Roberto here, and Happy New Year to everyone. It's my first, it's a new video within the new year, but the first one I've addressed you in the new year, and it's quite relatively, still well, it's middle of January now, it's almost Christmas again, isn't it? But yeah, Happy New Year. It's the first sort of discussion video I've had this year, so first one I can properly talk to you about things. And yeah, this is episode 2 of Sweet Nothings, so yeah, go watch the first one if you've not seen it. It's probably in one of these corners. I never know which one it is. One of these corners will have some kind of card that's appeared or is there at some point or available at some time for you to go and view for stuff. So yeah, go watch the first one now. But the second one, yeah, was actually I don't know really. I had a few ideas for it, but this one came just before Christmas. Viewer Karna-san, hope it was that Karna-san. Yes. Basically, was in one of the comments just asked me what 7 chocolates would I like for my perfect just Christmas selection box. And yeah, basically I thought, well, what a great idea for a sort of hot topic, so to speak, a good one for a discussion video. And when thinking on about it, I did answer him at the time, and it was off the cuff, so a bit off the top of my head. So the ones I'm probably going to say today are probably completely different than the ones I gave him, but yeah, it's great stuff really. So I thought it was really good. So of course, leave in the comments what your opinions are of the perfect Christmas selection box. But what do I mean by Christmas selection box? Well, of course, probably a good idea to go over just what that means, but so because obviously maybe you don't have them where you are, or it's just a concept you're not familiar with. In the UK, possibly other places, but in the UK, around Christmas time, various companies, usually obviously a chocolate company or something, will release a selection box of a sort of basically, well, it could be 7. I'm not sure how many are generally in there. There's usually about 4 or 5 big chocolates and 3 or 4 fillers maybe, or 3 big chocolates and 4 fillers, or 5 chocolates and 2 fillers, or something like that. Basically, there's some good ones and some rubbish ones in there. And of course, we're not having any fillers in this time. We're going to do perfect, what we'd really want, what our perfect chocolate selections would be. Yeah, it's basically just a sort of box really with a plastic insert that you can only buy around Christmas time that has various chocolates in there. Yeah, and that's really it really. So it's just like a gift you get at Christmas. Usually your parents will get it for you. Excuse me. Yeah, and you'll essentially have that to open at Christmas. Not as popular as it used to be, I don't think. I think nowadays, I do still see them about. But I don't see them as prominently as I used to, I don't think. I mean, it could just be me, I'm not sure. Of course, I don't tend to buy them anymore nowadays because it's more of something for kids, really. But, the idea is a nice one. Yes, I say, Karna-san was saying what would be my ideal 7 chocolate Christmas selection box, and yes, I thought what a better way to have Sweet Nothings episode 2 for this topic. So yeah, great stuff really. It's a good idea. So as I say, obviously I'm going to say this at the end as well, I'm sure, but leave in the comments what you think your 7 best chocolates would be. Now I've tried to do it as ones that I've reviewed, also ones that still exist or hopefully still exist. Obviously, you could say, my ideal one would be ones that chocolates don't exist anymore. But I kind of thought it's a bit of a crossover between my other discussions about what chocolates they should bring back and things like this. And maybe that was, Sweet Nothings episode 0, where I didn't have the idea then. It probably would be a Sweet Nothings if I had the series going at that point. But that was one video I did, probably in the corners now. Yeah, so there we are really. So what would I have? Well, what I've tried to do is I've tried to make it a balanced set of chocolates. So tried. So by which I mean is perhaps there's some chocolates in there that might not be my favourite chocolates, but they tick a box. They've got a consistency or a taste or a flavour or something about them that's different than the others and will kind of break up the rest of them. So I tried to make it a bit of a sort of, I've not just filled it with caramels, for instance. Say my favourite chocolates are all caramel ones. I've not just thrown a load of caramel chocolates in there and just said that's it. But perhaps I've tried to have one caramel, one something else, one other thing. Just to balance it out a bit, and that's kind of what I've been trying to do really. So we'll see what you think. See what you think. So obviously there will be some chocolates I really like in here, of course. That's not beat around the bush, but yeah. So there you go. So what I've got? Well, 7 chocolates I picked. I did originally pick 8, but I realised that actually Karna-san originally said 7, so I've changed it down to 7 again. It's quite difficult to be. It's quite difficult because it's quite difficult to be concise. It's quite difficult to have a variety, and it's quite difficult to pick. 7. Well, yeah, to have a variety. It's just quite difficult to have that variety. You could easily just say right, this, and this, but yeah, try to be a bit different. Well, first of all, what have I got? Well, I've got Reese's Sticks. Is my first choice, number 1. This is my peanut butter entry, basically. This is Reese's peanut butter sticks. So it's basically two fingers, possibly a bit like a timeout, really. or a Kit Kat chunky sort of, but in 2-finger form. And it's just a really nice peanut butter wafer bar, really, covered in chocolate. I've done a review. What I'll do is I'll probably have a playlist of all these, because I can only do 5 of these card things, whichever side they are, per video. I think it's 5, maybe 4. So I'll just do a playlist, and then you can go view them all as well. Some of the videos are older than others, of course, but yeah. But Reese's Sticks, yeah, really nice. Just a really nice, really strong peanut butter flavour, and it's Kit Kat peanut butter chunky is probably one of my favourite chocolate bars. But I think Reese's Sticks, I had it afterwards, and it's just got a bit of a stronger. It basically scratches the same itch, to use an expression I'm not too keen on. It's just basically the same bar, but just a bit better. And that's why it's my peanut butter entry for this. So that's my peanut butter one, and I really like those. They're just really nice. They're quite hard to find though. You do get them in some random, maybe in the international section of some supermarkets, or just randomly somewhere. But well worth buying. If you ever see them, just buy them straight away. If you like, if you like peanut butter chocolate, really nice. So I'm not a big fan of peanut butter on its own, just on toast or something, but I like peanut butter in chocolate, probably because it's full of sugar. There we go. Now the next one, possibly this is probably one that most people would consider a weak chocolate. But I like the fact that it's just such a solid lump of chocolate. It's just really, even when you bite it, it just cracks. It just makes this sort of like big chomp noise. It's amazing, and I think this is my sort of, most chocolate selections have a sort of almost like I wouldn't say a palate cleanser, but something that's just straight chocolate. And rather than Cadbury Dairy Milk, I've gone for Nestle Yorkie. That's my second choice, Nestle Yorkie. Because this thing, it's just such a solid big block of chocolate, and even though perhaps isn't the best chocolate in the world, Nestle chocolate, it's not the best, but in Yorkie form, just really, I don't know, something about it, especially when it's refrigerated, it's just a solid lump. Yeah, it's really nice, and always famous in my reviews whenever I mention Yorkie. Basically, it used to have 6 segments, and now it's got 5, and you can tell that because it used to spell Yorkie in the segments, and they can't do that anymore. You have to have Yorkie, the whole word on each segment now, so a bit poor. But yeah, I really like Nestle Yorkie. It's I don't know, it's not, a lot of people would. It's not a great quality chocolate, but there's just something about it. It really works, and that's my solid lump of chocolate for this Christmas selection box. As I say, Christmas as well, by the way. It doesn't have to be Christmas. Of course, you don't celebrate Christmas, whatever. It's just that's generally when they come out. So don't worry if you're not a religious person or don't believe in all this stuff. It doesn't matter. Now, next one, I'm going to Finland now. Long-time viewers of my channel will know I'm a big fan of Phaser Chocolate, which is a Finnish company. I've not reviewed any for a while, but I do have some, not to hand actually, but I do have some new Phaser chocolate to review soon. I've not had any for a while, and I love it. It's an amazing chocolate. One of the earliest ones I tasted was Phaser Blueberry Yogurt Crisps. Phaser Blueberry Yogurt Crisps. Yeah, really nice. Basically, they come in like big 200 gram bars, so I'm cheating a bit here because obviously, really, you can't have a big 200 gram bar inside your selection box, but they do smaller versions of these, so I'm quite sure they do a little mini bar one as well, but I didn't review that. I reviewed the big 200 gram one. It's just really, Phaser's chocolate's really nice. It's just something about it. It just really, it's just got a lovely consistency, a lovely flavour. It's not too much of this, not too much of that. It just works really well. I really like their chocolate, and this one's basically got sort of like frozen, well, not frozen, but dried blueberry crispy pieces in there, and it's just really nice. Yeah, really nice. There's lots of Phaser chocolates, so it's amazing. But this one, really like it. Yeah, very nice. So that's my number 3. Yes, number 3. Yeah, number 4, another Phaser one. I had to have this one in because it's one of my, if not the favourite chocolate I have. It's amazing. Not had it for a while. Difficult to get in the UK, of course, because these Phaser bars aren't generally available in the UK. You have to get them off the internet. But this one's the Phaser Travel Edition Copenhagen, so it's their Copenhagen Travel Edition bar, and they did a few of them. I think they did Rio de Janeiro, London, Copenhagen, New York, maybe somewhere else, possibly Paris or something. But yeah, they did, and they were just all really random, well, not random flavours, but quite wacky flavours. And this Copenhagen one is white chocolate with licorice, strawberry flavoured white chocolate with licorice crunchy pieces in there. And I say licorice crunchy pieces, don't think of like sort of tar licorice that you get in in sherbet dips or whatever. They're like basically just crunchy balls that had a sort of salty-ish licoricey taste. Didn't really taste much of licorice. Just really worked. Just had a combination of flavours that was amazing. The white chocolate was perfect. The fact it had this sort of raspberry flavouring, I'm sure it was raspberry, not strawberry, I mean raspberry. This was gorgeous. And the licorice pieces in there were just, it was an amazing bar, and it still is. I'm sure you can still get it. So I definitely recommend. You have to pay £10 for it. Pay £10 for it. It's worth it. Amazing bar. Yeah, so that would be my number 4. So yeah, so two Finnish entries there. I honestly, Phase of Chocolate's so nice. They've done so many good flavours. I could probably fill a load more in, but but you know, you have to. Yeah, I have to tick boxes here. So I've got to have like, you know, sort of different types of flavours. I can't just include all Phase stuff, and so I can't use all just peanut butter or caramel or whatever. So not as I was saying it would be all Phase of chocolate, but you know, I've restricted myself to just these two, and even then I was thinking I was going a bit too far into, but they are radically different bars. So there we go, different sizes as well, different shapes. Next one now I'm sort of ticking the nut box, I guess you'd say. Yeah, the nut box. Yeah, ticking that box. So basically, because I'm not a massive nut fan, nuts in chocolate. I generally prefer biscuits, you know, in my chocolate. But there was one. There's a few. I like chopped hazelnuts, you know, but there was one. There was one that really stood out, and this was Ritter Sport's honey salt almonds. It was just really, really nice. It was just, you know, Ritter Sport. I've got a few here actually. You know, here's one here. I think I've reviewed this already, but it was in the Asda have just started selling these. You know, they've never done Ritter Sport before ever, and they've just started doing it. So yeah, these little squares of chocolate, the blocks of chocolate, and really nice, really nice. They do all sorts of flavours, almost every flavour under the sun they've done. You know, it's amazing actually. But this honey salt almond one was just really nice. It was just a sweet, because the almonds were sort of like basted in honey, and it had like a sweet taste to them, and they weren't too big in the chocolate either, so that was quite nice. They were kind of finely chopped, and then because they were based in honey, they were sweet, and they were salty after that. And it was in milk chocolate. Just had a lovely flavour combination. It's really nice, and this would, as I say, tick my sort of the nut box for me in this chocolate selection. They're really nice, those. As I wouldn't necessarily say it's my favourite Ritter Sport, but yeah, just ticks that box. You know, ticks that box. Could have had Snickers really, and I do like Snickers, but they're just a bit too mundane. Snickers. They do fulfil, you know, they do a job basically, Snickers, and sometimes I do crave them. But I think I've got to go a bit out there for this one. This is a special selection box, you know. So there we go. That's my number 5. So 2 more. Next one. Now I needed to have. Now I've not had any Cadbury's in here yet, have I? So I need to have something. I was going to have dairy milk, and I thought no, I'll put Yorkie in for that. I was thinking, oh, you know, what else can I have? The Cadbury's, you know. I thought of all the different Cadbury's flavours, bars. There's loads of them out there that are nice. But I thought, you know, it was hard to. I don't know. They're really nice, but I had to settle. I couldn't pick more than 2, and in the end, I only went for one, and it's Cadbury's Whisper Gold. So I've got the lovely Cadbury's aerated chocolate here, with caramel as well. So this is kind of, I guess this is, well, I was going to say it's my caramel box, but my next selection as well dabbles in caramel a bit as well, slightly differently, but yeah, this one, really nice. The Cadbury's Whispers, gorgeous bar. It's just so sort of light, and it's got this weird velvety taste, all these very small bubbles in there. It's a beautiful, beautiful chocolate bar. And the Whisper Gold has a layer of caramel on top as well as buttery Cadbury's caramel. It's yeah, very nice, very nice. It's a runny caramel. It's lovely. So that's sort of my Cadbury's entry really. Could have had more Cadbury as well again really, and possibly should have. You know, I think Cadbury's Flake was always a good one to have for a Christmas selection box for some reason. Just I don't know, just that really does remind me of these kind of things. You know, just something a bit special in there. And when you don't normally have a flake because it's so messy, you don't normally bother with it. But at Christmas, you know, who cares? You know. But yeah, I didn't have flake. What I had was, well, this one it's a very new one. This is probably the newest bar in here actually, and it really it replaces lots of bars actually. This one it replaced for me. What did it replace? Possibly. I think it could replace the eclairs in Cadbury's Heroes, even though it's not a Cadbury flavour, but it would do. It's that kind of chocolate. What was the other one? There was another one I thought it replaced as well. Yeah, I think it was M&M's. One of the M&M's. No, well, it's not that one actually, but there was something else it replaced. Yeah, some other chewy one, but I can't think what it was. But this one it's like I was saying, Reese sticks is just pipped, Nestle Kit Kat peanut butter chunky, because it just does it slightly better, you know. And this one does a lot of things others do, but just better. It takes a lot of, you know, scratches the same itch again as other chocolate selections do. Probably ones that would be, you know, nice and chewy and things like this. But this one, well, hold your suspenders for long enough. It's M&M salted caramel, very new one. This one, very new, a big bag of these, and just really nice, just really chewy, a lovely salted caramel taste. I mean, salted caramel is a bit boring, isn't it? Now it's been done to death, but this is probably the pinnacle of salted caramel goodness. It's just really nice, a really lovely chew, crisp, sugar shell on the outside as well. This is one that has the sort of the sugar shell tick box going on, This one's like the crunchy one that's Nestle Crunchy I could have had as well, but this is number 7. Nestle Crunchy's not made it. That is a nice one. Perhaps I omitted that one, not sure. But yeah, no, don't regret it. No, I think I've done the right thing. But yeah, Nestle Toffee Crisp is a good one. But M&M salted caramel, lovely, absolutely lovely. It's not much more to say on that one. It's just a nice, as I say, sugar shell on the outside. No nuts involved. It's just crispy sort of bite into it, and I think it goes into a chocolate layer. And then you bite into it quick, and then your teeth immediately just come against a sort of soft landing against this sort of hard salted caramel. It's just so nice to chew and lovely, really beautiful. So that kind of is my chewy entry for this, which again ahead of perhaps Toffee Crisp and some other things. Dime, that was it. Dime, that's the one it replaced. Yeah, I was thinking, I could have Dime in there, Dime bar, but this one does what Dime does, but possibly better. I think just about. Yeah, I think it does. Yeah. So there we go. So I'm glad I remembered that because it was irritating me. Always remember I have to do all these captions, and they take ages to do these captions. Yeah, so there we go. So that's my 7. Reese's Sticks, Nestle Yorkie, Phases Blueberry Yogurt Crisps, Phases Copenhagen Travel Edition, Ritter Sport Honey Salt Almonds, Cadbury Whisper Gold, and M&M Salted Caramel. So that's my 7. Yeah, I mean, not the best chocolates in the world, individually or whatever, but together they have a great wide selection of different tastes and flavours and textures, different types of chocolate as well. Beautiful stuff, and a good variety there. I think I'm impressed with that actually, and that'll be a very lovely Christmas morning to get all those in one selection. That'll be really nice actually. That'll be a great day. Yeah, that'll be a great day. I'll have to do that. Yeah, I'll have to do that. Yeah. Well, I'm kind of going off into dreamland now, but yeah, that would be really nice. Oh wow. Anyway, yes, I'll best close the video now before I get carried away. Yeah, so thanks again for Carnasan for that. A great idea, really great idea. If you have any other ideas, anyone for Carnasan or anyone else for any Sweet Nothings episodes, let me know. Just discussion videos, things like this, could be anything. Yeah. And let me know what you think. What's your 7 best chocolate selections, or maybe not best, I say, but best combination of chocolates, best variety of chocolates, ones that tick every box. Let me know what you think. Could be, I guess, can be ones that don't exist anymore. Obviously not made up ones, but ones that perhaps from the old days or whatever. I've kind of not gone down that route, but feel free to. Yeah, it can be whatever you want. Okay, guys, hope you enjoyed that review. If you want to subscribe, like my videos, follow me on Patreon as well. Instagram is another thing, and yeah, as I say, leave a comment or free. Subscribe, like, as I say, and anything else you can think of, do that as well. And have a great day. Take care, everyone. See you later. Bye.